Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today I am jumping back into the third volume of Creating with Collections. If you are new to me, I took a simple stories collection, paired it up with month in review type project, and I'm working my way through all of the supplies. I'll put a link in the eye above if you want to see my starting point, and I'll link a playlist below for all the other videos. Now, I have finished this. So at this point, I'm hoping today I can edit November and December and get those scheduled for YouTube. But I will say that I had a couple mishaps along the way. It didn't even occur to me as I was trying to figure out where I was going to put things. I was like, man, this collage is big. And I went back and I think I pulled October and I was like, well, I got a lot of photos on October and still kept it to one page. So I think it's fine. I have yet to realize what is actually in those photos. For whatever reason, I just assumed that at this point I had only edited one collage. It must be November. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's Christmas trees, Christmas cookies, Christmas gift wrap, like Christmas all over those photos. I don't do Christmas in November. Like, we all know I procrastinate everything. There's no way I'm doing Christmas that early. So at some point, and I'm not sure where, but at some point in the process, I'm going to figure out that that's kind of what is wrong. But I didn't do it before I glued everything down. So we're going to kind of talk about that as we get going. And then, of course, when I got to December, I had a whole lot of mishaps with that as well and just continued on. I am doing all of the things that I have kind of kept the same for all the layouts. So notebook punch across the top. I actually have a new notebook punch that's more like rounded instead of squared, but I have yet to play with it yet because I wanted to make sure that these were all kind of the same. My favorite 3x4 notebook die I do on the calendar page. I cringe every time I use it. I think of you guys every time I use it because you can't find it. I haven't seen one in years, even in like a D-stash. I'm upset that I didn't find out until I went hunting for some for you guys that there was a horizontal version. And I have even like dabbled in looking at getting them made myself and like bookmarked some stuff. I don't know that I'm there yet, but I love that thing. And I got to tell you guys, I feel bad every time I use it. But if you have any kind of like notebook edge border punch, it pretty much does the same thing. And then if you wanted like the little indented line that it makes, you could just put it on like a scoreboard or the score track in your trimmer and kind of mimic that. And then you could even take like a corner rounder and round the corners and you've basically got the same thing. I'm just kind of lazy and I really love that die. So that die lives on my desk and I use it a lot, especially for things like journaling spots. So I keep hoping that somebody will come out with one, especially with it being 3x4 sized because it just fits those cut aparts really well. Okay, so this is the point where I'm filling in. I've mentioned this before. I figure out how much real estate does this collage take up, the 3 elements that I put on every layout with those cut aparts, and then I just fill in the gaps with whatever scraps of paper I have. I do kind of try to stay within whatever colors I'm seeing on the cards that I'm using, or just go with patterns that I feel like don't clash. At this point, I still have not figured it out. I am adding stickers or trying to add stickers. We can all laugh at my struggle for trying to use this frickin' chair. I think I did use it though. Now I can't remember because now I'm out of frame. It'll be a surprise to everybody later. Like I want to yell at past me right now and be like, "Oh, this is the wrong collage. Like, stop gluing things down. You're making your life harder." She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. Pretty much when I took the cut apart that's like out of frame in the top right up there that says 11, if I can get my journaling to fit on those, I use those. And I have to say, I haven't been doing a ton of journaling. This was when I figured it out. And I was like, wait, why would November have like Christmas baking? I'm like last minute on that. Why, like the kids decorated their tree. Ooh, wrong photos. Ripped that up, set it aside, edited the photos that were actually from my November folder, glued that down, and then now I've got this open area on the bottom that I kind of need to address. I thought that I could just fill it in, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure what the sizing was. This, like, if you have a collection like this that has the cut aparts and you've used it, you kind of know that you end up with a lot of 4-inch pieces, 8-inch pieces, 6-inch pieces. Like, they're all just kind of the same size. And I was struggling to find something that I felt like was going to work. And so I was like, yeah, we're just going to rip everything up and start over. So I ripped up that piece of paper. I ended up not saving it and just tossed it. It was from the 6x8 pad. I have plenty of it. Typically, I don't throw things away when I do one of these sort of kill a kit type things that I call creating with collections. I tend to not throw things away to be able to show you guys at the end how much I had left over, but it had adhesive on it. I knew that it wasn't going to get used in December's layout. At this point, I wasn't really sure where I was going with the next few layouts, so it was like, you know what, just screw it. I'm throwing it away, and I'm moving on. We're just going to try to fix the boo-boo and get going. So normally these don't take me as long as this one did, but not paying attention to my photos didn't help. But I got it done. And I got December done. Oh, here's that stupid chair. Oh, I'm telling you, chairs. I get it. I get that they're supposed to have this like feeling of home and hearth and all that, but like it's a chair. So my brain is just like, why, where do I put it? What do I do with it? I am running super low on stickers that I like. There's maybe 2 or 3 phrases that I feel like I could probably use. A lot of them are things that I would never say, or just I'm like, I'm hoping that in the next couple layouts that I do outside of the month in review that I can kind of find some ways to slip them in here and there. I kind of have some ideas, but we'll see what happens. I'm already kind of reaching that point where I'm kind of tired of looking at this collection. So I kind of have like a loose goal of, you know, maybe try to do like 5 additional layouts outside of this and then kind of see how you feel. I feel like there's a couple times when I do this series where I just hit that speed bump of, I'm done. And then I think of you guys and I think about how many people tell me that this is like their favorite series and they love seeing like the reset and then what happens after. So I'm going to keep going for you guys. I'll do it for you. So I'm going to end this here and I'm going to go start editing December, which was it was bad. So we're going to see how that goes, and I'll catch you guys later and I'll catch you down in the comments.